And I think the other cool part about the club that a lot of people don't know, is that it's very community based. Obviously, in terms of the ownership side, talk about how you built up and recruited to get people on board. I know people, not everyone is from Edgewater, Rogers Park, Uptown, but how have you been able to recruit people over the years to really grow the club through the
Mhm.
community side like that?
Yeah. I mean, we always wanted it to be that, right? Like to have that more, like a lot of German clubs are this way. There are a lot of sort of community owned clubs around the world and in different parts of the world. But as a nonprofit, we sort of knew that we weren't really technically owned by anybody. We're a nonprofit, so we can't be have owners technically. But we sort of built a group out through the entirety of our time as a nonprofit called our community ownership group. And that was essentially a group of people who donated to the club and, said, I want to be involved in this in the long haul and I want to support this and continue to do that and sort of put my name on this list of people that will be known as community owners for life. At the time I didn't really know what to do with that, because I was like, well, if we're ever not a nonprofit, we'll see what happens. But eventually, yeah, we started to cultivate just people that we met who were interested in the game, people that we met who were just sort of interested in the neighborhood and what we were doing for local kids. And it was sort of a variety of different people that we encountered along the way who were either like suggested to us by friends or players or, a couple folks that you introduced me to ended up joining that group. And, the whole point of the thing was basically that we are building something that is meant to kind of serve a purpose here and not only the opportunity to like come out to games and have a great time and have a thing that you support that you're really connected to and is nearby you, um, but also that is giving free access to the game, like at the easiest point to access it as like for little kids, middle schoolers, high schoolers, just getting that maybe first opportunity to play soccer for free in the neighborhood. And those are the things that I think really get people interested, is that it is sort of a cool thing that you can claim to be a part of and claim to have helped grow, that is fun and you can buy tickets to and is super entertaining and high level soccer. But also, it's that same thing is like doing really good things for the lives of local kids. So I think the combination of that stuff really got people interested from back in the day when we were starting that community ownership group up to now when we have like more sincere investors in the LLC. Um, One thing I'll also say is that we did eventually figure out how to bring in that entire group that was the community ownership group into the LLC ownership as well. So we now have the LLC itself consists of around 65 people who are all invested in the club, either coming from that original community ownership group brought in by us, and then also new investors starting in 25. So, yeah, we've always been really dedicated to being something that is sort of for and run by and owned by